Let's see if we can get a little Saturday morning magic. You know, if you joined me last stream, said we'd probably be doing a little bit more Magic the Gathering. Simply due to the fact that Pokemon is getting a little difficult to come by, but we're still able to pick stuff up. So this evening we will be doing our Saturday evening uh, Pokemon stream. I'm gonna go try to hit up Walgreens when they open this morning. I went by yesterday. They told me that they did get their truck in, but it just had not been fully unloaded yet. So they said chances are either early this morning or maybe mid-afternoon they would have all their product out. So, which we're hopeful thinking that we are able to get this Paldean Fates. That's the hope. My luck, they switch over to carrying prismatic tins, which isn't bad luck. It's just everybody knows the pull rates of prismatic, and everybody knows how abysmal the pull rates are. So, would I like to open prismatic? I mean, I got 2 packs for this evening. Um, Maybe something different open for the channel. We got some more Surging Sparks for this evening as well, and 1 Paldea Fates tin. So we're hoping to get some more. But when I was at my local, or not my local Target, but at the Target down a city over, they had the Aether Drift Finish Line bundles, and they had them marked down to $79.99. So I was like, okay, cool. It's cheaper than getting at Walmart for 85, and at one point they were a little bit higher, I think. Um, Maybe this is going to crash and burn. It's a racing based set. But I'm interested in those. The whole reason I want to open Aether Drift is simply because I'm a sucker for anything Lotus related, and there's a Radiant Lotus in this set. So fingers crossed, we see if our Pokemon luck transfers back over to Magic the Gathering luck, and maybe we get a Radiant Lotus this morning. It'd be nice. I'm looking for the most basic one. I'm not looking for the crazy, not the like the full treatment or whatever they got going on, or even the gold one. I just want a basic Radiant Lotus. So I'm gonna flip you guys around, and we'll open up this bundle and see if fortune favors us this morning. If not, hopefully fortune favors us this evening. Nope, camera doing that again. All right. So here it is. It's the Aether Drift Finish Line bundle. Wife had opened up one of the regular bundles, but this one comes with 2 of the collector packs, and I believe Target was selling the 2 collector packs or 1 collector pack for like $28.99. So $29, right? This was $79.99. You get 2 of them. So you're already at like $58 of value right there. So, look on Target's website because they sometimes have stuff cheaper on their website, and then they do price match in store. Now, I've seen something about this. These are little, I'm guessing these are stickers, and they're all the different, yeah, they're stickers, and they're all the different mana type. I'm sure if y'all are Magic the Gathering fans, y'all have probably seen people open these up already. Gone through everything, so we won't spend too much time on all the little knickknacks. Pretty cool, oversized turn down. So that's nice. Don't checkered flags. They really went heavy with that theme with racing, huh? So let's see. We got our 2 collector booster packs. Should be 6. Yeah, should be 6 play boosters and then 1 box topper. So we'll probably do the play boosters first, box topper in the middle, and then we will do the collector boosters. I'm not 100% sure what's considered great value or like a good value throughout this. Not gonna lie to you, normally I flip my Magic the Gathering stuff
I used to flip it for Pokemon at one of my local game stores, but I flip it for other Magic the Gathering stuff to open whatever I'm chasing. So like when I was chasing the Mana Crypt, whatever we opened in Ixalan, like the Roaming Throne, Inner the Inner Sun, Shamil the Inner Sun, stuff like that that had pretty good value, we would turn around and trade it in and get more packs of Ixalan to continue the hunt for the Mana Crypt. Same thing with Thrones of Eldraine. I was hunting for Agatha's Soul Cauldron. And you know, you get the deal, like in Thunder Junction, hunting for the Simple Lotus Ring. Never got it. Well, look at that. The wife's going to want this card. The District Mascot. Little corgi action there. Good old doggo. So she will probably get that one because she was talking. She was saying it's the doggy set, the doggy set. Uh-huh. But yeah, so I don't play Magic anymore. I used to back in the day, back Alpha, Beta Revised, Weatherlight, Stronghold, Tempest. All throughout that era, late 90s, I played as a teenager very heavily. Got back into it with Ixalan recently. Well, not recently, but earlier this year, I guess you could say, or not this year, last year. Because I saw they had Jurassic Park cards in them, and then I was like, I wanna collect these. And then I saw the Lord of the Rings stuff. Big Tolkien fan, so I gotta have a One Ring. Some of the other Lord of the Rings cards. We were having a lot of fun with that, you know. So a lot of these, you know, back in my day, Trample was like, I remember when they brought Trample in and stuff like that. A lot of those gameplay mechanics. So something like this, it's a newer gameplay mechanic. I'm not an expert in playing Magic anymore. We didn't have Commander back in the day, stuff like that. So a lot of this does not, I can't wrap my head around it. Caradora, but I'd still enjoy collecting. And like I said, I do like to open this. I wish I had started my channel when I was opening Ixalan very heavily, because I went several booster boxes of that, several booster boxes of Wilds of Eldraine, several booster boxes of, not several, a couple booster boxes of Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. Just going after chase cards that kind of draw my attention. And Magic has always had like a better trade-in value than some of the Pokemon stuff. I mean, Pokemon's just going crazy right now, though. But, you know, Magic the Gathering will always hold a place in my heart. So we've gotten 2 rares so far. We got the good doggo. That'll go to the wife. And then we got Caradora, Heart of Alakria. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with this newer set. I just saw the Radiant Lotus, and that's like a carrot on a stick for me. Gotta get that Radiant Lotus to add to the old school collection of kind of feels of what I had. Birds of Paradise, all kinds of stuff like that. So this is primarily just open it up, hope for the best. Anything we get along the way, we will trade in to continue the hunt if we do not end the hunt today. Guardian Sunray, that's a pretty artwork on that one. So we're up to our 3rd rare. I was watching Professor last night from Tolarian Academy, and he was opening up a collector booster box of this, and you know, he's old school, kind of like me, and he says a lot of these cards don't feel like Magic the Gathering cards. I tend to agree. I mean, Magic the Gathering has come a long way from when I was initially playing. I don't even think we had foils back when I started playing. And now we got all different kinds of treatments of foils, all different kinds of treatments of borders, different treatments of artwork. Magic's come a long way. And, you know, whether you love the Secret Lair stuff or not, whether you're a fan of it or not, whether you're a fan of Commander or not, those products seem to be really driving modern Magic the Gathering. I just like collecting a lot of the artwork. I remember there was some big artists back in the day that would collect, and whether or not the card was even playable, it's just I like the artwork on it. I want to have it in the collection, and that's kind of what we're doing with Magic the Gathering again. So, you know, we heavily transitioned to Pokemon at one point, but if you're a Pokemon fan, you know what's going on with that. Oh no, this entering's tapped. It's not good. Bounce off. Okay. A little foily. Winter Cursed Rider. It's a very fantasy Mad Max feeling. I can see how the professor could have his opinions about this set that he does. Reef Roads. And that was one of the other things he was talking about. Like, this is spanning over several different planes. And they're like, how do they even build roads like on Amonkhet and stuff like that? And it's like, well, you know, Prof, I agree with you. That's a pretty card. This is a common. Well, that's a pretty card. Streaking Oil Gorger. Migrating Ketrodon. Mounts off again. Daring Mechanic. Magmakin Artillerist. Okay, well, we've got 4 rares so far. We got 2 packs of the play boosters left. I had considered buying a whole booster box yesterday of this, but when I saw this at Target, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy this little Finish Line bundle. Comes with the 2 collector booster packs and all that. That's a good little starting point, because I know I did the gift bundles really heavily with Ixalan, because you know you'd get a guaranteed Jurassic Park card, and we got a lot of the big ones by going through those gift bundles at one point. Dismal Backwater. Oh, enters in tapped. Not good. Oh, this is one of those alternate art treatments in foil. The whole drifter. It's supposed to be like the mold drifter in the other art, it looks like. What do we got here? Oh, it's a mythic. Salvation Engine. Oh, okay, couldn't have been a mythic artifact. Roadside Blowout. Boosted Sloop. Ancient Vendetta. Okay. Interface Ace. Ripcarl Wrangler. The set does feel very Mad Maxy and very Twisted Metal kind of vibe to it. And then and then you get a card like that little doggo back there, and it's just different feeling set. And it's got like kind of like a Warhammer 40k kind of feel to it too, with all the goblins in there. Almost look like the orcs and the speed boys and all them things going on there. So, I don't know, last pack to get just the most basic Radiant Lotus out of a play booster, which would have been nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. A zombie flipping into elephant. Another enters in tap, not good. Foul Roads. Zahur Glorious Past. Guidelight Synergist. Voyage Home. Yeah, yes, Marauding Mako. You gotta have them sharks, shark pirates. And some of the stuff that, how Magic has changed over the years still makes me laugh. You know, all the different, I guess they call them tribes now and what have you, and how All that's changed, I guess, for Commander. Look at that. Bestow Greatness. I think she got this one, but we'll set it aside for her doggo collection. Okay. Now let's see if we get to this box topper without butchering it. Because there's 2 cards in here, I believe, from what I was watching. One of them is a land, and one of them is like, there's 127 different rares or mythics, possibly a special guest in here. And there's only 2 cards, so you can bend them variously. But then also, see, these are Japanese packs. Also, a lot of these, I can already feel it. It's kind of, yeah, it's pringled. Like, there you go. Japanese cards have that problem with the humidity. I'm sure if you're watching and you've collected Magic the Gathering in the past, you know, humidity on those foil treatments is just brutal. Pokemon foil treatments from Japan are not as brutal, but they do, from time to time, also do pringle. So I guess it's just a different manufacturing process, even in Japan. So we got the forest. Oh yeah, look at that. This is from the driver's seat perspective. And then we should have a first place, probably a rare. Fearless Swashbuckler. These are getting about as much love as Pokemon's gold cards. And if you know anything about Pokemon's gold cards, they're the hardest thing to pull, and nobody likes them, and they hold very little value. So a lot of people, I think, are not much caring for these. Would have been nice to have gotten a Radiant Lotus. But on to our first collector booster. And from my understanding, since these are Japanese packs, they're going to be all the hits up front. So I don't know how many cards I would count to the back for a card trick, but you know what, we're just going to go through it the way the pack intends us to. So hopefully there's something good in there. So far it's a Thopter, but there's a cat in the back. Oh, it's a goblin. Bright Glass Gearhulk. And I think they're calling this the graffiti treatment because it's like on a, it's supposed to be a wall painted onto there. I don't know if this is worth anything. It's a mythic. It's a different treatment of art. Quag Feast. Oh no, that poor little goat. Gonti Nightmaster. Oh, yeah, that's a rare too. I'll put you over there. Adaptive Omnitool. Regal Imperasaur. I heard this is going to be good for dinosaur decks because all other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1 and it's only a 3-drop. So 5/4. Okay. Veloheart Bike. Midnight Mangler. A Mountain. I should probably put that separate lands. Sky Serpent Seeker. Trade the Helm. Okay. Thundering Brood Wagon. Alright, it's like a giant ant wagon. Spiner ant wagon looking thing. Okay, okay. Okay, we got that one earlier. Even these are a little pringled. Yeah, even these are a little fresh out of the pack, pringled. I forget which way it is. I think that means there's probably too much humidity. So I think if it curls inwards compared to wherever they were manufactured, the current area that you have them in, I think that means there's too much humidity. I think if they go the other way, it's too little humidity. But there are ways to fix this. Get yourself a little humidor and add in the correct little packet of how much humidity you want it to soak in there. Leave it there for about a day, come back, take it out, and it'll flatten out. So last pack here. Ooh, no Radiant Lotus. Would have been nice. So maybe next week when we do, if we can't find any Pokemains, we'll do another Magic the Gathering stream. And maybe we pick up a whole booster box of this if we can find one. I haven't been following the market as of recent to see how available product is for Magic the Gathering. I know everybody's losing it for the final. Is this a special guest? Thoughtcast? Is that good? It's blue. Special guest, Thoughtcast. We will set it aside. Her glorious past. That's rare. Boom Mobile. Okay. Prophet of the Scarab. Debris Beetle. Oh, that's the Magic the Gathering's Rattler right there. Rolling around a big old heaping ball of what looks like dung. Okay. Got the Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Oh, look at this artwork here. Carrion Cruiser. Interesting. Oh, no. It's lightly played. It's okay, though. These are game pieces. They're not like Pokemon where you just sit on them. No, you actually play with these, so if it gets lightly dropped, just shuffle your deck extra heavy next time, and it'll straighten it back out. Wow, that's a pretty swamp. That is a pretty swamp. Ooh, Spongebob. Okay. Look at that thing. Alright. Trackers. See, and then you get a card like this that feels very Magic the Gathering. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. Shafet Archfiend. Alright. Aether Jacket. Veloheart Bike. Maximum Overdrive. Alright, Stephen King, settle down. And Spectral Interference. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. Like I said, I haven't looked for it. All I saw was there's a Mythic Radiant Lotus in the set. That's all I saw. So I haven't researched the set any. So I'm just gonna assume our biggest hit is probably this special guest or this Mythic in their graffiti treatment. So let's take a quick look on TCG Player. Good old TCG Player. And Magic the Gathering. What would you be? Borderless? Oh, well, about $7. Wait, hold on. That for foil? Yeah, $7 in the foil. Okay, not as much as I thought it'd be, but that's some trade value there. Because I did a few loose packs the other day, and we ended up with the Sunbillow Verge. So it's a land that you can actually tap and select which mana you want. So that's going to have some playability. I think it was about $6. So when it comes to Magic the Gathering, I'll talk more about the prices than I do with Pokemon because I'm collecting Pokemon for the particular art and the particular Pokemon itself. Whereas with Magic the Gathering, I'm using it all as trade fodder to get more product to continue chasing what I'm looking for in a set. So about $7, about $6. We got about $13. We can get a couple more packs. And let's check this Bright Glass Gearhulk and the graffiti treatment, I guess. I don't know if they're gonna call it what they're gonna call it. Gearhulk.
is it gonna be? Borderless, I suppose. Yeah, sure. Oh, you know what? In the foil, that's a foil, ain't it?
$22. And you guys are gonna say, well, Punch, why didn't you just buy the Radiant Lotus? You obviously, that's the total value you got back for the most basic Radiant Lotus. And these 3 cards would have been about the price of that one, and we spent about $85 with tax and all. It's because you don't understand. It's all about the chase, the thrill of the hunt, and then finally hitting that. When I finally got that Mana Crypt, it came out of a regular Ixalan bundle, and I was about to walk into a local game store. I picked it up at Best Buy, and I was sitting out in my Jeep, and I said, you know, I'm gonna go buy me a whole booster box of Ixalan, set booster box. But then I said, you know what, let me open up this bundle first, because what if it's in there, right? Then I don't have to buy a whole booster box of Ixalan. So I open it up and watch there with me. I'm going through it. I get to the Mana Crypt and I'm just staring at it. And like it doesn't click at first. And then it finally clicks. I'm like, oh, I don't even have a sleeve with me. I don't even have a sleeve. So I just jump out of the Jeep and I run into the LGS and I'm like, you got a petty sleeve, Sean? And the owner of the LGS was there. He's like, yeah, here you go. I just pulled this in the parking lot. I was just about to come buy a booster box from you. And I pulled this right here. So now I don't need a booster box. I bought some Wilds of Eldraines instead. Because I was chasing Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and we got the Throne of Eldraine. We got some decent cards. But I still have not continued the hunt in Wilds yet. So we got the Debris Beetle, Prophet of the Scarab, the Boom Mopil, and then we got Zahora's Glorious Past, the Regal Imperial Sword. I'm curious about this one. If people are going to be searching or like wanting this one because, you know, it's got the other dinosaurs you get. And so, like me, if I have so much Ixalan, I guess I could like build a dino deck and this would greatly affect it, I guess. Or it would make it a little bit. I mean, you get +1/+1. Kind of like the old sliver mechanic with muscle slivers and armor slivers and magma slivers and all that kind of slivers, you know. Who knows? Quake Feast. Hura. Salvation Engine. I'll have to look up. I want to look these up when I get done here, guys. So like I said, I did not research the set. All I saw was, oh, there's our doggo. All I saw was Radiant Lotus. Okay, I gotta have it. Just like Thunder Junction. I didn't care what was in Thunder Junction. I saw Lotus Ring. It's like, I gotta have it. The most basic one, of course. That's all I wanted. I like the old retro-looking borders and what have you. And I don't like the way the weird, creepy hand in Thunder Junction looks with the Lotus Ring. So it's like, I want the $8 one. I couldn't pull it. Saved the life of me. And so far, I haven't been able to pull the Radiant Lotus, the most basic one in this, you know, kind of classic looking border. That's what I want. I don't want the gold one. I don't want the super graffiti art, whatever the heck it is. I just want the classic standard looking Lotus. But I mean, $22 about. I mean, it could have been it's not a Mox. What is it that's in this one? Mox Chrome or something like that. This is the special guest everybody's looking for, I guess. Or the Aether, whatever it is. So like I said, I haven't researched this one too much. But, you know, special guesses, they're typically hard to hit. Because I know, like, in a standard booster, well, I don't know in play booster boxes, if it's the same as, like, the old set booster boxes. But you would only get, like, a chance at one special guest in a set booster box. I don't know how that carries over to the collector boosters, if it's maybe one in those 12 packs, the collector booster box, and you may not even get one. I think it's one in every 79, or one in every 700 of those box toppers. You have a 1 in 700 chance of pulling a special guest in this gold kind of treatment from what I read. So I researched a little bit. Just because I was curious about these. I was like, how good are my chances? But I had already bought the thing, and I said, well, my chances aren't good. It was after the fact. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining me this morning. Like I said, we might be doing a little bit more Magic the Gathering here in the future, simply because the Pokemains is getting hard to come by. We do have so far today 26 packs of Pokemon to open up tonight on the stream. Mostly Surging Sparks, 2 packs of Prismatics, and 2 packs of Paldean Fates, and then 5 packs of... Oh no, we have 24 packs. Oh, my bad. I can't math, guys. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me this morning. If you'd like to just watch, I'm not a rip and ship business. I'm not a business either. We're just a family of collectors, like bring you along the ride, the thrill of the hunt for the chase card. And maybe you can use this as kind of a, what would you say? Like, not a statistic, but like you can learn from these openings. Like if you see us opening a play booster box, man, he got nothing good. I'm going to avoid that. Maybe we open up a bunch of sleeve packs and you're like, oh, wow, he actually got something decent. Let me go with the sleeve packs instead. So it's not as, I don't think there's much product available, like types in Magic the Gathering as there's Pokemon. We got so many different types of, we got single blisters, check lane blisters, sleeves, ETBs, booster boxes, little tins, all that kind of stuff. With Magic, it's pretty much just their bundles, just the sleeve packs, and then whatever you pick up from an LGS. I said, she's gonna like this card right here. Yep, she's gonna like that one. And we'll give her this one too. For all the doggo experience. You're such a good boy. Well, guys, actually this stream tonight, it might not be tonight. It might be a little bit earlier in the afternoon. Once I go down and check my local Walgreens, see if they got any other product in. And if they do, it might be a mid-afternoon, simply because I got to work some overtime tomorrow to pay for the habit. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining this morning. I'm going to go cook me up some breakfast and go about my day. As I always say, I hope you're enjoying life, living it to the fullest. And remember, tomorrow's a new day. Y'all have a good one.